It's all or nothing and now for JMGG as Dynasty picked up the match point with their previous win. They are one win away from the semi-finals, while JMGG will have to take one last endurance match and get a win if they want to stay in this run. Now, before we get to this next match, let me reintroduce for potentially the last time today, but in any case the third time of today, my co-caster for the night, QG. Welcome back. Welcome back. There we go.
Back again. Tell your friends, QG's back. But I needed 2 attempts to get back. Yeah, so I'm back. Yeah, and we are in for a possibly last game. Dynasty taking 2 wins in a row. Maybe we know maybe Regie wants to tell us what side they picked because I don't know.
JMGG picked red side this time around.
Oh, they picked red side. That's good. So that means we are gonna see some changes. We're gonna see some changes in pick and ban phase. Red side is also normally counter pick favored because there are no really OP picks that you want. Maybe Dynasty is going to first pick the Maokai because they really want that, or if open, they will first pick the Jace. So JMGG has to really step up their draft because it could be their last. And I think it's gonna be crucial. It's go wait into your mental. If you lose 2 games in a row, that's actually not good for them. But for Dynasty, it gives you a heads up. Yeah, we are ahead. We can do this. It gives you pumps up. And Frankie is on fire. 2 games in a row, he did a lot of damage. He was the focus of the mid game. He was the focus of the early game. And here he poked and outplayed some JMGG players, and it's just hard.
Yeah, definitely. And we will see how they adapt as Champ Select is starting off. I believe we both agreed that the Jace needs to be banned, especially now. And with that, they also keep the last pick with a lot of counter potential in their hands. And I think on the side of Dynasty, the banning phase is not going to change. Yeah, there we have the Jace ban. Don't think they're going to change too much up. It's been working up to now. They're in a comfortable spot now. They could take a lose without any issue. If JMGG has a good plan, then they get side selection again, worst case, and well, they can restart the thing as before. But they are currently with the morale boost, as you've mentioned. Very important factor in League of Legends, because if you're off your game, you do the small mistakes, and the small mistakes, if they add up, they lead to a huge lead for the enemy very often. And yeah, everything's on the line now.
Yeah, Dynasty doesn't need to change anything in their pick and ban phase, in their ban phase actually. But JMGG, they put the Jace in and the Nico, they don't want that, and it's probably Kai'Sa. No, maybe a ban from Dynasty. And Dynasty has to know, okay, what do we want out? Can ban, and they want the Braum out, so maybe they go for the Kai'Sa here. No, it's gone. But yeah, you have the Maokai still on your side. You have the Bard Hover. Yeah, that's what I get. Humulu, the Maokai, he was good on it. And
worst case, you swap it over to Hazaki.
Yeah.
I mean, both did a terrific job on the Maokai. I don't think we say it enough, because Frankie shone so hard over those 2 games. But I mean, Humulu and Hazaki did a wonderful job on those Maokai. This ultimate can be so powerful, we saw the last games. JMGG is gonna go with the Rel, has also been in both games up to now, and looks quite well. Here we have some new stuff coming in. Ari.
Yeah, we have an Ari. Ooh, Rel and Ari. And German gang are first picking mid here. Or is Dynasty... Do they want to go for the hyper carry? Emilio is open. Lissandra. Oh, Lissandra is a good counter against Ari, and she got buffed. The passive and I think the Q slows everybody. She's buffed, and that's bad for Ari because Lissandra is really good pick. Probably at the moment. Also in these team fights where Dynasty shines, yeah, and they have to pick the Emilio. You don't want Kog'Maw Emilio, so they need to put Rel into the jungle. And they also need to ban the Lulu, as I predicted.
Damn.
Damn. The analyst QG is back. I was in analyst camp in the past. So yeah, but
he did.
yeah, Dynasty has to ban Lucian, 100% here, because you don't want the Lucio comp. It has a really high rate still. So the Lucian, and I will pull also the Jinx out. The rat first.
Yeah.
Oh, you can still pick the Lucian mid and send the Lissandra top. But
German gang has the first pick in the second pick phase, so they could jump the gun and get it.
I think Dynasty has to ban the Lucian. I think Lucio is still too strong. Even with all the nerfs Emilio got, Lucio is still strong.
I had completely forgotten for a second that that was the name we picked. I was so confused.
Didn't I pick it with you last time?
Yeah, it was us.
Yeah,
and I was like,
yeah.
oh, you said Lucio, and I was like, oh, we had a specific name for the Melia Lucian comp. What was it? And I was like, huh, what was it? It was like, oh right, he just said it.
Yeah, they don't want the Lucian. They want the Varus.
Yeah,
The Varus works, has engage. Also, go button here with the two they have already. And also, lock up the Kog'Maw.
And it has poke. It's worked for Dynasty versus the Kog'Maw comp. Might work for German gang now against the Kog'Maw.
It depends what Dynasty is picking here. You can go for poke. If they go 2 tanks as top and support. Oh, they go for split pushing. Yeah, and I don't think you can play the on hits. You can play AP. Do you want to play AP in this comp? No, there's no tanks. But we go for lethality. And now you look for the support, and there's still Soraka. There's Alistar to peel.
Yep. With that, they pick up a second tank, and quite a lot of peel actually for the Kog'Maw. I mean, Alistar is a wonderful peeler on top of being a great engage tool. It's just a question of what do you want to use in that case. And the Sandra also very helpful on that. And she can completely lock up the Ahri. You've said in the lane it's going to be very hard for Drust on his Ahri. But even in team fights, because for German gang, you want Ahri to like find their way to that Kog'Maw here, take him out, but with Alessandra looming over him, can just stop the Ahri, that already falls to the water.
Yeah, the Alistar can stop it too. Can just block the charm and hits ult. Or he can W Ahri away. Yeah. Maokai can jump on the Ahri. And Fiora is just for split pushing. And also for the AD damage you need and the threat you have. And there will be no TP for top laners. So the split pushing will all be on Lissandra and Ahri. And for mobility I think Ahri has the upper hand here. But the go buttons I see 3 on Dynasty and 2.5 on German gang. But German gang has the Melio with the multiple clans, I want to say.
And they do have a bit more poke as well.
Yeah, but if you look at that engage, if you see the Maokai, the Alistar, the Lissandra, I don't think that they will siege much and poke. They're gonna flank you, they're gonna come from every side and just gonna kill you.
Yeah.
And that's just sad. And yeah, well, I think this is interesting. The Red is gonna shred for the Varus, the Media is gonna peel for the Varus. Alistar can engage and peel. Lisandra can peel and engage. Maokai can peel and engage, and
That's
Fiora
true.
just does Fiora things. And
It is quite a lot of explosiveness for Dynasty, and that could be a rough one for JMGG, as they are, let's remind it, currently in the favorable position. Dynasty with the match point, they are in the driver's seat, and if they take the win here, it's all over for the newcomer, JMGG.
yeah, it's yeah, it looks good. I am on Dynasty side for that game. The go buttons are way on Dynasty. Uh, and that's will be hard for JMGG. But we will see.
They'll have to like place really carefully, but they do have this one. They have the Melio, which can leverage against that pretty well. But they'll have to be very careful about where they stand.
Yeah, and the Kokma also has to take care where he stands because he can be bursted. If he gets caught by Rel and hit with WQ, he's dead.
Yeah. You know what? Matchup wise, we've talked. We did mention the mid lane is going to be rough for the Rust, especially after starting level 6, which is when for Nari things start to get really fun. So that's too bad for him. On the bot lane, how do you think it's going to go? We have the Kog'Maw with the Alistar against the Varus with the Melio.
Yeah, it's definitely on Kog'Maw's late game side. Varus is gonna poke a bit early, but Alistar, if not considered, his passive has a bit of sustain. He heals every second wave, with every second minion dying, 7th minion dying. A wave has 6 minions, so every start of a new wave, you heal. And the heal is not that bad. It scales with your max HP, I think, now. And it's a hands-on buddies. And if you CC someone, you also got a stack, and then you heal. If you get a kill, you heal. So it's kind of like a triumph for your AD carry if he's around. That's not to underestimate. People always say that those things are not that good if you think about it, but in the long term, it's a free heal. Rakan has to use a skill and hit. You know, here it's free, just standing a wave. And if you have poke from the Varus, it's good. And well, the Varus and Melio comb is very impressive. They have a lot of range, and they have the range advantage, so they have the damage advantage too. That means that yeah, that means that
I think they'll be very safe during the laning phase, because even once it's level 6, and the Alistar can probably engage without too many repercussions because he's got the ultimate. Varus can also just ulti and kind of stop the engage there. Melio also has very good answers to being engaged. But we'll see how they manage as we are headed into Game 3 of this best of 5 series between Dynasty and JMGG. This is the elimination match. Winner goes to semifinals and loser is definitely out of playoffs.
yeah, and they can't beat the Rifslos. Yeah, and arriba goes the Melio.
Yes, very standard start. Simple spread over the map along the river. No aggression on either side.
Oh, kind of little side fact. Do you know that Melio was designed when the movie Encanto came out?
I did not know.
Yeah, therefore he is Mexican favored and also festival with fire and music and stuff.
Interesting. See, that's inspiration right there.
Yeah, I'm a kind of a lore guy, you know.
That's not
Port
lore though.
Yeah, no, if you take care, it is lore because it's how he's made. He's
But
Spanish, Mexican sided. Makes him him.
it's the background behind his design,
Yeah,
most.
background behind
Call
lore.
that lore. Yeah, behind the lore, but not lore itself. But yeah, I mean, I
Yeah,
guess that's
yeah.
pedantic. I'm sorry.
It's the fun facts.
The fun facts, yeah.
Yeah, and also, do you know that Kog'Maw is considered a dog in how many dog champs there are because of that skin?
I mean, he's also like
I know too
very
much. I know
reminiscent of a
too.
dog, but now we have an actual dog there even. Wow.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I. That's why he's considered a
Yeah.
dog. He's the void dog.
We have a void dog. We now have a what's it called dog? Forgot the name.
The darkened dog.
The Darkin dog.
Then we have an ascended dog,
True, true.
and we have Fizz. That's also a dog. But the Fizz April skin is a dog.
Yeah, but then you could say Corgi as well. He's got that Corgi.
Oh yeah, he has a cocky too. Yeah, so there's also a dog.
Anyways, back to the game. We have classic top lane gameplay, but things are looking good for Hazaki there. Axel drops the ghost, but Oval just around the corner to put a CC on the Fiora player, and with that, Oval picks up first blood, and they get the flash out of Hazaki.
Yeah, and that's one dog gone. But yeah,
You could say who let the dogs out.
yeah, who let the dogs out?
You could even say Moo let the dogs out because Alistair is with the Kog'Maw, and you know. All right, I'm going too far here.
I love bad jokes, man. They're so good.
Top lane we have Dynasty. Yeah, here we have the small engage. And Traveler doesn't mind too much getting some damage in, though. Has to be careful here because that's a bit too much, I think.
Yeah, that's what I said about the Varus Melio conf. It's just the range. Then you need to sustain up.
And while they had the prior here, now they have to back because that damage is just way too great.
Oh, wait. At least there's a gang coming.
On the mid
There's
lane.
an E over the wall.
You
know,
have to use it.
At least the gameplay is better than our jokes.
True, definitely. But
That's
the
important,
bar isn't
that's
very
important.
high there. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. But still, what if the game was not as good?
Yeah, that'd
As
be
our
a bit
jokes.
sad. But yeah, a lot less action than the previous game. We're gonna hit level 6 very soon in the mid lane. We just got that 5. Things are escalating. Now we have Grablot rotating towards that top lane along with Fumelu for maybe the return kill against Axe, who currently, well, is giving Hazaki a rough
Oval
time,
is
but
there.
be careful. Oval is just around the corner as well, and here we have it. The top lane fight is on. Axo really low, flashes out, dies at the hands of Hazaki, and with that he's able to get that return kill.
Yeah, and that's really important for the Fiora here. But Dark
Yeah.
Uniq is alone. Oh, he almost
Yeah.
dodged it.
Basti does hit the
Nice, nice,
CC
nice.
flash out for the Kog'Maw player, and a
And
lot of damage to
dead.
Ice Q from DevQuip, who picks up his first kill with it.
Yeah, and it just there you see if you're. That's the problem with Kog'Maw. You can't roam that much because you can't play alone, and therefore you just get punished by Melio going over the Tribush and just coming from behind. And if you don't flash the Q, you're dead.
Here we have the Charm on the middle lane, still some nice damage from Drust. Nice dodge as well. And this top lane situation, very important. Because this is the kind of matchup where one of the two top laners, if they're good, with one kill can really start to bully the other one. And you don't want either of those champs to be able to do that, because then they'll bully the rest of your team. So you want them to be tight, or even your top laner to be ahead.
Oh,
Now the jump from
Frankie's
Just. Just is playing this really well.
Yeah, he does it for the range. Looks up for the kill potential.
We have Oval on Drake currently, unbeknownst to Dynasty. Humelu coming in towards the bot lane, and yeah, they just have to rotate towards the Drake. They're not in danger for a gang, and they can take that Drake normally without too many issues.
Yeah, there's...
Oh, there we
I'm
have
not
the
in
old
tower
Prison
range.
Tomb. But yeah, just not in tower range, and Trust gets out of it without even using his own ultimate.
Yeah, and Frankie thought it was unfortunately not in range. Crab Lord is getting poked out. And there's the heal you see.
Yep.
Oh, tried the minion Q.
Yeah, you have the engage on Frankie, who's starting to get a lot of damage. With Oval there, that's so much more CC for them to catch him. Ultimate is of course out, and they knew that. That situation is diffused. Botlane coming in maybe. Nobody dies there. But JMGG playing this really well, very properly, moving around the map, slowly but surely setting the pace in their favor. 1k gold lead, 1 Drake ahead. Things are starting to look good, but of course, I mean, it looked good last game as well, so they still have to be very cautious and not overestimate themselves until at some point and risk losing it all.
Yeah, and Axo is ahead in farm.
Yeah. And he's well ahead in farm. I mean, he can even get that wave on top of it.
Yeah, it's like almost 12 CS. And now it's passive again. There's a lot of things. Humelu
is level 6. So you might start seeing a lot of action coming from him. Axo building up a freeze here.
Yeah, Oval is here.
I think that Bramble Vase as well was a very good pickup from him. Giving Hazaki a very hard time currently.
Yeah, and it's it prevents healing.
Yeah, and just like this
If you
extra
poke-
armor in the early game.
Yeah, and against if you build health against Fiora, that's not good because of the passive. So you can go for the little healing reduction and the full engage.
Axo at a 15 CS lead, pretty much. That's where it stood when the waves met.
Yeah.
Very calm situation once again. Drake in 2 minutes is the next objective. We come here. A bit of an encounter between Parsley and Crablord, but nothing much.
Parsley's melee is on point. He lands these crucial Qs to disengage. That's very good.
Just at it again. Pushing Frankie into a corner.
Yeah, there's probably a dive here, and they think that.
Oh, and here we might have the engage on bot lane. Crablord getting
counter-engage.
CC, but we have Humelu coming in. Frankie is just there as well. There's a lot of damage, but Parsley is able to mitigate it. Oval getting really low, is starting to disengage. Dross came in, situation turns
Lissandra
around. They try to
passive.
pick up the kills, but with the Lissandra passive, it's dangerous to fight here. JMGG is forced to fall back. Trust out of mana. He's having a hard time to flee here. And is gonna die at the hands of Dark UniQ, and just with that, he picks up 3 kills.
3 kills for the Cockmob is bad. but Axo doesn't get 5 stacks. But yeah, this is very good for Dynasty.
Yeah.
This set it up pretty good. 3 kills for the Kog'Maw. Probably has half of the item complete, if not full.
Especially
I
with this
think he's on
platings
half.
now as well on the mid lane.
Yeah, it probably has. 3
Okay.
kills. ADCS, no. No, he goes for the... Yeah,
Quite
he's
good.
almost finished. He's missing like 400 gold at this point.
Yeah, there was the call in between, so
Yeah,
Yet
that's
seems-
the item. But you get in 33 minions, you get the whole item back. And
oh.
so the item was for free. It's only for the little stats. You will get it.
Here we have the
Yeah,
engage
there's
from
the fight
Hazaki on
coming.
Haxo with his jungler coming in, but the damage is insane. Is the bleed going to be enough? He's going back in. That's dangerous. Haxo is able to heal back up quite a lot and get away with Flash and Ghost. And both top laners are able to survive. But yeah, man, that's just Darius. JMGG in the meantime, knowing there's a lot of people on the top lane, do go for their second Drake, which puts them back into this game a bit.
Yeah, and you can't fight the Darius with 5 stacks. As tanks, you don't have damage if you get hit.
Oh, careful
Yeah,
there.
and
Dark
that's
Unique
Frost.
getting caught. Grablot comes in. Is he there to save the day? Seems like he is able to do so indeed.
Wow! That was the engage from German Gang, and the QQ just dodged and said, "No, leave me alone."
Yeah, and
And
Grablot,
Grablot-
perfect timing as well. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
Yep.
There.
they keep the push going. They really want this plating, I believe, for Dark
Yeah,
Unique.
it's almost done. So it's 3 gold.
Yeah. With the mid laner on the bot lane to head against Death Quoop.
Turret plating will soon fall.
And now once again, it's very calm. So both teams really, they don't try to go for too much unless it's like a free pick or there's an objective that could be taken with that. That's really nice to see. We have Herald spawning very soon. This is also very interesting to get. Although I don't think it will be there before platings are gone, but it could help the team get that first turret. Grablot finds purchase here on Paucity. With Nature's
Yeah,
Grab
but
is going to
for-
keep going. The stun goes through as well, but we have Deathcorp just around the corner. Knocked back into the enemy lines. Paucity has to be very careful, gets really low from the Ignite. He is going to die at the hands of Grablot, but Oval having joined in, and Dross now just around the corner, keep on going. Next kill to keep Grablot there. Deathcorp picks up that kill. Humlu goes back in because Frankie is
Frankie?
there now. Humlu is getting really low, however, is picked up by Dross, but so is Deathcorp on the side of JMGG gonna fall. We have the very nice charm on Frankie, who does not have Glacial Prison. That's Axo who picks up the kill. Dark Unique is able to get away. Overall, a 3-2-1 for JMGG. This is looking good for them as they now rotate towards that Herald.
Yeah, and Frankie made the best out of this situation. He killed Varus and he defended the shutdown. So he
Yeah.
got charmed and not Dark Unique.
Yeah.
So they don't die both. It's just Frankie without a shutdown, and so the gold doesn't go over to German Gang.
Yeah, and I believe that's the most important part here. Dark Unique, still alive, keeps the shutdown money, stays on the map as well, so he can get back the gold, because in the end, Dynasty's sole goal here is get this Kog'Maw ahead.
Yeah. Get the Kog'Maw rolling so he can throw some tennis balls at your enemy. And that it does a lot of damage.
Yeah. So he can do a lot of damage. If he's comfortable on that Kog'Maw, he could even like have no issue without anyone from German Gang if he kites this well.
Yeah, and the Rage Blade is completed. So Darius and Rel are going to be shredded with the W.
Yeah, that's the thing. So they really need to catch him, else they're done for. That's gonna be hard with so much CC and heal on the sides of Dynasty. You have the Alistar, you have Lissandra with the hard CCs, you have Maokai who's just a tree, and then you're away. But JMGG keeps the ball rolling, they have the push going on top. They currently are ahead in gold and they have those two Drakes. And they keep that pace going.
Yeah, they need to keep the pace going.
While on the top side,
Yeah.
they pick
They
up
are
turrets.
just gonna tower, yes. And Fiora is not ahead. And she loses against the Darius.
I mean, he is ahead 1 kill, but he's also ahead a whooping 50 CS. That's massive. And he's
Mikau
currently
also
at 10 CS a minute here. He's having
Yeah.
a great game Axo currently on his Darius. Get that
got
turret with
3-man
the
gang,
hand.
didn't die, only used ghost.
Yeah. What a beast. That's why they banned the Darius the previous games. They didn't ban the Darius and now it's starting to bite back at them. They have a rough time. Drake is up and here is the engage. Frankie is getting caught a bit as the rest of his team is behind him to follow up. Here we have a lot of damage falling on Frankie already. He's getting low, flashes out. Is it looking for Dark Unique? Still full life. This is really good. Eval is the first to fall in this fight. And the things turn around. It's Dynasty who's in control now. And JMGG just can't get to Dark Unique. Crabble barely surviving that arrow here though.
Yeah, Frankie can come back with TP. Yeah, and you have to see Crappler is really low. It's a 4v5, but people are not healthy.
Here is the Charm Hazaki on the flank. He's just waiting for JMGG to go further. They cannot engage this. They should not engage this. They're very smart to not do so.
Yeah. And there's first Hexac Dragon for Dynasty.
With that, Grasping clawing their way back into this game, bit by bit. Getting closer to GMGG on the equal ground. And this game is like so close. These two teams are so close, it's always close match until the tilting point.
Yeah, it's you're winning until you're not point, right?
Yeah. It really is that. And here, once again, not a lot of action. It's always the kill is only taken when it has to be taken, or the engage is only done when it has to be done. And there's also something I just noticed. We have Humulu and Crablot both with 100% kill participation. It's dead once again.
Again.
They're always there.
It's these go button champions. They decide what's going on.
Yeah, setting the pace of the game. And they're doing a wonderful job at it.
And the game is so close. The gold is even, the towers are even, the dragon is almost even.
One Drake.
The only difference is one Drake. In like 500, 600 gold. But you will get that back soon enough. Yeah, but what is 600 gold? It's like 2 long swords, almost.
Yeah, that's the thing. And it's spread out among the players. Usually.
Yeah.
JMGG especially, very spread out. There's only, yeah, Axo does have this CS lead, which is so impressive still. On the sides of Dynasty, it's all on Dark Unique. And we had this situation for JMGG in the previous game, where they had Oval on the Belveth with a big lead. But it didn't work out, they didn't have the necessary peel. They didn't find the right angles. Here Dynasty currently, they have all their lead on the Kog'Maw just like they wanted. And they have so much peel to support it as well.
Yeah, but Darius is gonna be a threat in team fights. You have to really take care that your tanks are not stacking the passive.
Aaron is up. And Both teams are starting to get that vision around it, with their top laners being on the bot lane. Trying to get the tier 1 on sides of JMGG, huh? It's an information war going on. Some harassing here and there. No one jumps the gun too easily. This bot lane matchup currently is so boring. It's always, I pushed the wave in. Oh, I cleared the wave. I pushed the wave in. I cleared the wave.
You hear the wolf howling a lot.
Yeah.
Oh. There's not a dog in the game. It's Darius.
Oh god, he's a top dog. Oh boy, why did I think of this?
He's a top dog.
I'm a terrible person.
Yeah, like see, we are waiting 5 minutes for. We are waiting 1 minute for the next dragon. Until then, nothing will happen. Maybe a dragon, but I don't think so. If Humulu goes bot side, the dragon will be there. Will be done on from German gang, and they are fast because they have Varus and also Rel.
And they have perma priority on this bot lane as well.
Yeah, but they don't have TP bot. Nobody has TP bot, so you know that you're fighting 4v5. And engage wise you are better in 4v5 situations, but if the Wukong doesn't die, you are done for good. And if somebody dies of German gang, the Lissandra passive will make it a 4v5.
I have to be very careful about it. We saw it in those enclosed space, it's very dangerous. I believe if they fight in the river, it's a bit less of a problem than, like, say, in the jungle, just by the tri-bush, but it's still a pain. Ooh, Axel getting caught here, but here's the counter-engage from Dynasty. Very nice of Vargas. 3 men in the ultimate, the damage is there, but Axel gets low. He is shut down by Dark Unique. Is he gonna keep it going? He's still full life, he's just not dying. The dog for Dynasty picks up a third kill. That's a triple kill for the Kog'Maw player. And with that, German gang is completely shredded to bits. 2 members left. They have no pressure on Dynasty currently.
Yeah, that was a very good setup from Dynasty. Going in for Darius. You don't want to kill Darius that fast. And very good from Oval to get 5 people into the ult.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Axel got ignited, couldn't heal up, and then he just got bursted. DPS down by the Kog'Maw. The Kog'Maw survived and just ran all over it. Almost could have go for the pentakill. Right there.
You know what's beautiful about Dynasty's comp? They have all this peel, right? This peel from Krablot. He also has the heal that comes in every now and then. You have Humlu who just exists. And then on top of it is, if JMGG does get some damage out on Dark Unique, they're still sure to kill at least 1 person. And with that, Hazaki is sure to proc his Grand Challenge, which is gonna heal Dark Unique back up as well. He is just currently, he is unkillable. They cannot take him down.
Yeah, he is really unkillable. And also again, with the 100% kill percentage for Crablord and Humulu.
Yeah, still going
see,
strong.
they're just team fighting. They're not picking anybody. They're just going for the team fights. Because why should you team fight somewhere else?
Yeah, and look, the Drake is done. Dynasty is just, they have their jungler and their support, which like German gang cannot kill them just like that. They have them wrestle for vision. In the meantime, Dark Unique, what is he doing? He's just farming, because that's all he needs to do. Get more gold. Get ahead, get more fed. That's it.
Yeah, he does what he has to do. He's doing Kog'Maw late game things.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's that whole JMGG, they had the lead in the early game, but I believe they were a bit too hesitant to do the moves around the map, and Dynasty just took it slow. because they have Kog'Maw, meaning they can take it slow without any issue. Slowly but surely got him ahead. And now he's a big problem for them.
Yeah, he's a big dog.
Yeah, he's the top dog.
He's the top dog now. True. But you see... Well, if you catch the Kog'Maw once, the whole damage of Dynasty is gone.
Yeah, that's the thing. They need to catch him,
Yeah.
but it's so hard to do so.
Yeah,
Which is
it's
so-
really hard to do so.
Like, Humulu and Krablot are always close, right? Sometimes they go put the water a bit further, they clear vision a bit further, but they're never far away, really.
No. But that's what you need to do with a Kog'Maw comp. You have to
Yeah.
defend them. And also, with the even shroud, you really enable your carries
Yeah.
more. There's so much
Absolutely.
magic pen you do. But there's an engage. No, nice
Great, they
dodge.
find purchase, but Dark Unique is in the backline beautifully, waits for the good moment. Now he goes in when the rest of his team is dead. Look at this damage, they cannot get to him. The front line of Dynasty is just too strong, and he gets the shutdown on Druss, and they turn the situation around. Now it's Axel falling at the hands of Frankie. Oval is gonna use the stopwatch, but also die in the end. And yeah, I mean, I love what Dark Unique is doing here and what his frontline is doing as well. They take the brunt force of JMGG and he just sits back, relaxes, and waits for the good moment to go in.
Yeah, but German Gang had to split here. Trust and DevQ went up to the north side of the west side of the map, and the rest went east. And
Frankie goes in to peel
Frankie's-
them away so that nobody steals that Baron. Yes, Dynasty is able to get it. Of course, against the Varus, it's always
My
a
heart
dangerous
dropped.
endeavor. We have Dross
Dark
coming
Unique,
in.
there's a
Dark Unique
shutdown,
has to be
there's a shutdown.
careful. Stopwatch is used. Is Krablet going to be there in time? I don't believe he is. That's the shutdown going to the Varus player.
yeah, and there's only one Baron buff right now, and that's on Hasagi, and so Hasagi can split push very good. The dragon's up in 30 seconds, and there is no Dark Unique and no Frankie for soul point here for German Gang. That means they get the dragon for almost free. Ah, that was very good for German Gang.
Yeah.
They are now back in this. They lost the Baron, but got 1k for it, and even get the dragon. So they are on almost soul point.
Yeah, and with that they took out Dynasty's complete momentum. They lost it now. They aren't in full control anymore. German Gang is taking the next big objective, and with that, they have the lever for the soul. Because they're at soul
Yeah.
point. They're the ones who say, we're just gonna force it now, because we know we can, or we're just gonna keep you busy.
Oh, they're gonna dive Axel, but they know he knows they're coming, so he just runs away probably. Oh, and this is bad. They're still 2k behind, but I think there is stronger at this point. There's a charm of Crab Lords.
The situation turns around, but here there is the range for the execute. Krablot's use ultimate. Hazaki dies at the bleeding. Wow, that was a lot of damage at once, though.
Damn! Damn! I didn't thought about killing. Holy moly! Yeah, that's Darius 2v2 for you. Whew. Yeah.
He
Darius
still
is
had
stronger
so
than
much health, though. That's frightening.
Yeah, I think it dealt like 200 damage on, like 100 damage on.
And that's good for German Gang. Here's the engage on the mid lane. Dark Unique sits back. Can't get CC. Here is the first CC, but he survives it. He's able to do the backfront properly, and that's situation once again goes in favor of Dynasty. Tides turn and turn again here in this best of 5 series between German Gang and Dynasty.
Yeah, and German Gang, they found the comp. Oh, is he going to be outplayed? Oh no.
It's a kill for Frankie. Now they can push the middle lane in. Dark Unique was not phased by that shutdown, and he is still on top of his game. Look at him go.
Yeah, if you underestimate a Kokma, you get eaten. It just takes you down easy peasy.
The dark noises.
What? So I suffer in dark noises, yeah. He's just woofing.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop. Leave my rift! Whoop, whoop. They don't want him. Oh, I think Frankie's caught here.
Let's be careful of RCC's
Yes,
connecting.
be up again soon.
But in the meantime,
What do we
top
get? Top
lane,
tower.
Gang has to back to defend it. Sasaki is really quick at the push, however. With Graveler and Humulu, they cannot just go in willy-nilly. Oh, careful. Yeah. Here comes Nature's Grasp, and with that they disengage without an issue.
Yeah, and the ult is up again when the objectives are coming. But that's no problem. But Axo, nobody can fight against him. Darius is so strong.
Yeah. He's level 18 already. Still kept his 10 farm, 10 CS per minute score. He's
He's
just
still-
going crazy.
True, he's still on the 10 CS per minute.
I mean,
Yeah,
he just
and-
reeks the waves. I mean, they come in and he's like, I don't
Yeah.
really care actually.
I woo, and then
Yeah. And there goes the wave. What wave?
yeah, they fear the wave.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's like a natural system all over again. If you hear wolf, someone has to die.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Now-
Hasagi is level 17.
Yeah, Azuki's getting back into it slowly but surely. Oh yeah, we have the catch. Noval is forced to try and flee. They're not gonna pursue that any further.
And what do you focus here? If Axo and Germany Gang are oh, there's a catch.
Oh yeah, we
maybe?
find the engage on the middle, and here comes Nature's Grasp, very nice CC. The mini ulti has dropped, and the
Oh.
damage is there. DQ in the back line, but Hazaki doing God's work as
Axo.
well in the front line. Careful, because here comes Dross. DQ gets a lot of
Oh.
damage, but just look at that, he heals it back.
Oh!
Now his midlife. Naxo comes in, there is a shutdown. Are they able to
Going
kind
for
of
the
stop
Panther.
him? Oh, GA procking. Hazaki goes for Death Q with the turret.
Asaki. Oh no, there's.
Oh no, he goes in with Humulu. Are they going to be able to? It's the shutdown, goes to the Fiora player, and that's the ace for Dynasty. And now with that, they pick up the mid inhib at least.
Can they end? No. No. They're taking the inhib. They're not taking the inhib.
Now they can be inhib.
W-
There's only Pansity up now. Oh, they go for
and
the
Oval
Drake.
is coming too.
They
Yeah,
go
they
for the
need to
Drake.
go for the Drake because of the soul. And they need
Crap,
to be
what's that?
fast because they are enhanced, and they are not the fastest.
They do have Hazaki. He does do quite a bit of damage, and they don't have Smite up right now, but should be up
Yeah,
very
Oval is
soon.
not coming. It's the dragon for them. But
They
now
now-
they can't go back. They are going back because of Baron. Dev Q is up. They can instantly go for Baron. They are not. Okay. They want to
So
take it slow
intense.
here.
Axis still has a few seconds. Dynasty is gonna get the first foot towards that Baron pit with more people.
Yeah, and this is starting to get interesting.
And those stacking Chemtech Drakes for Dynasty here are also like really helpful actually. And just realized now they have 3 of those. So quite a lot.
Yeah.
For the engage here, Humulu in the middle of them. Oval tries to find purchase on Dark Unique, has to use the Zhonya's hair, is getting a lot of damage while the front line is keeping them busy. Axo has to be careful because the damage from Dark Unique is there. He gets him in, but it doesn't work. Meanwhile, JMGG is already retreating. They've been split up by Dynasty's forces, and the push keeps on going. 2 people down, Novada's next to fall.
That's game.
Yeah, with that, Paucity alone is not going to defend much. You have to TP top lane to keep that wave, take it towards the Nexus, and with that, Dynasty should be taking Game 3 of this best of 5 series and qualifying for the semi-finals.
Yeah, this was very, very well played for Dynasty. They kept the momentum, they peeled for Dark UniQ, and if you give Dark UniQ a hyper carry, you know what he will do? He will just carry you. Oh, this is just good for everything. Like, come on, Dynasty did a really well series. They just, the draft was good, the peeling was good. Dark UniQ was ahead from start to finish. There was only Axel could kill him, but can you reach a Kog'Maw from like back line? I don't know. Can you reach him from Nirvana if you're living in Europe? No, you can't. There's a whole ocean in between. So in the ocean is Alistar and Maokai, and also Lissandra. So yeah, that was it. The 3-0 for
Dynasty,
for Dynasty.
Second 3-0 in the playoffs as well.
Second 3-0, and you're also preparing the interview from now, and yeah, Dark UniQ going off.
Yeah,
I think in these 3 games he went wild. The first Kai'Sa game he was good. The second game on Xayah he was very important, and now on the Kog'Maw, showing JMGG how it's done with the Kog'Maw comp, peeling, and also the threats he had. He was just phenomenal. I think if we had to choose an MVP, I think it would be Dark UniQ for the last game, and also for the 2 games before it would be definitely Frankie.
Yeah,
I think Frankie did very good.
Yeah, he was very strong those games, and I mean this game as well. He was still very strong, but he didn't shine as much as the previous game. And here it was like all on Dark UniQ, such a strong AD carry. I mean, I didn't expect any less from him, honestly, to be that good. He's already shown in the Spring Split what he can really do, and he's on top of his game. And Dynasty tonight definitely were on top of their game. I mean, this looked a lot better than the regular season. Seems like they've prepared quite a bit for this playoffs, and they've had this ramping up going on. I've said it earlier, throughout the split. It didn't start off too great for them. They catched on over a while, and now they're like really starting to get into it at playoffs, and it's good because this is when it matters. This is when you want to really start getting into it and start putting all your effort in it.
Yeah, what a series. I thought it would be closer, and it wasn't. Dynasty just said nope. We want to go against full clear, and now they do. They are also going to prepare for Wednesday at 19. So it's just going off, and yeah, we are preparing the interview for you guys.
So we'll have a player from the winning team, Dynasty, of course. We just
course.
saw it happen with their like beautiful 3-0, walking into Riftslov's steps, so to say. We already started off the playoffs with 3-0, so we keep this theme going.
Yeah, yeah. Will we see a 3-0 on Wednesday is the question.
Yeah, that's the question. Folklore and Dynasty, their head-to-head is 1-1, and I believe the second match was won by Dynasty and the first one by Folklore, so their latest encounter was won by Dynasty. Putting them in a more favorable spot here. Of course, Folklore still stayed really strong throughout. A second spot during the regular season. We'll have to see how it fares between those 2 teams.
Yeah, and the thing is, full clear you have to ban differently. Like against German gang, you have these pocket picks that need to go out, so you have to leave the meta open. That's a
Yeah,
hard.
that's the thing.
It's hard against full clear actually.
Yeah,
I think
the Mundo, you have the Hecarim as well, and then Lost Lunio and his
you have
clap.
class. Yeah, I think only the Rift Sloths figured out the draft against full clear now. Well, Dynasty won, but I still think that these pocket picks will be a menace in the fight. So you can ask Dynasty how they want to figure out the next.
Let's ask them, how are you gonna play versus your next enemy? They might be watching the stream, but please do tell us, what's your game plan here?
Yeah, what's your game plan? How are you going? What is your comp?
What
we
champs
want to
are you
know-
currently
Yeah,
like training
yeah.
against them? Yeah.
Yeah. What are you planning? What do you think is good? And
bad.
just tell us. We won't tell anyone. It's not on the internet. This is just an illusion. We are not here.
This actually doesn't exist.
Yeah. Who are we? Who are you? Are we? I think we are just a bunch of molecules. So what? What is going on?
Yeah, I'm looking through the match history here from Folklear. Very often, of course, Clan Hecarim or Mundo banned. There was one game JMGG banned Hecarim, Elio, Rakan, and Clan and Mundo were picked, but JMGG was able to take the win. So, you know, you can always play around those picks still. If you expect it, you can say, okay, well, no, they'll pick Mundo. We've seen the games they played on Mundo, we can adapt, and especially in these playoffs where you've had some preparation of a whole split, so to say, like right off the bat. I mean, it was known that Folklear had this Mundo because they showed it off right off the bat. So you could already think about how can we handle it, how can we keep a ban from being lost on this Mundo just to stop him. And especially in the best of 5, I mean, you can always adapt over time.
Yeah, but who's going to stop Dynasty? If they are like on that Dynasty run they are right now, who's going to stop them?
Yeah.
Let's see. Last time the third place won the playoffs. I think Dynasty were the third place team. So no, the fourth place team. But yeah, but last time someone from the lower bracket won the whole thing in a 3-0, 3-1, 3-2. So it can still happen. We'll still see it, and it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see who will be facing off against the Rift Sloths on next Friday, on next Wednesday. I did this very obvious comment because Elsa's sentence was weird, I realized. But on Wednesday, semi-finals will be played here on Rift Entertainment, 7 p.m. While on Friday we'll have the finals with Sloths versus the winner of the semi-finals. So it's still very open between Folklear and Dynasty. We've had throughout the season this cluster of teams in the middle of the pack that just was so tight, so close in terms of skill level. So I believe Dynasty versus Folklear could, I mean, it's very open still in my opinion. Dynasty was really strong tonight, and I believe, just like you said, if they are once again at top of their game just like they were tonight, it's going to be rough for Folklear. But if Folklear is on top of their game, it can also be rough for Dynasty. I mean, they have two very strong teams here. I don't think there is a clear favorite in my opinion.
No, there was also no clear favorite for this one. It was very close until it wasn't, you know.
Yeah.
The German gang tried out protect the AD carry comp. It didn't work out because the poke was just too strong, and then they tried out the Yasuo CC knockup comp. It didn't work out because there was a Xai who just pressed R, and yeah, now you had the other thing coming, and yeah, we jump right into the interview, and I like to say welcome Dark InnoQ for our interview today.
Thank you for having me. Sorry about the camera.
No problem.
Yeah,
No problem.
it's fine. You're
You're the guest. You're the MVP, even. We would say, at least for last game. I believe Frankie also had very strong performances on the 2 first games, but this last game on Kog'Maw, man, it must feel so exhilarating to play this so well.
Yeah, I like Kog'Maw a lot. Champ is really fun, and I think it was really good this game.
Yeah, how do you find yourself? How do you the positioning was just very good. How do you find the positioning against an Ari, against a Darius, a Rel, and the Varus? How do you position yourself like that?
I mean, I always have in my head like, the important spells that I have. Can get. I felt like they always just engaged on my front line, so I could always free hit. Yeah, I always like have it in my head what spells are like important for me to dodge or look out for.
Yeah, that's good to have. So if anybody wants to take that advice, just remember the spells the enemy still has on cooldown. But yeah, it was very nice. Did you actually think you would win 3-0 against German Gang?
I was pretty confident facing them. Maybe I didn't think 3-0, I think maybe 3-1 maybe. But yeah, I'm really happy we got the 3-0.
Yeah, definitely. It was a very strong performance. I said it earlier on the stream as well. As a team, Dynasty had a bit of a rough patch at the start of the split, kind of. And you slowly but surely made your way back on top of the ladder. And now you even made it to semi-finals. What made the change happen? Did you guys just start training a lot more? Or did you just need some time to find the right synergies between the team? Because I feel like right now, there was a lot of improvement between now and the start of the split.
Yeah, definitely. We struggled a lot in the start of the split. I felt like we were not really playing well together. We maybe had a bad read on the meta at first as well, I think. But the synergy has just been way better lately, and I think we have also just playing way better. Yeah, and I think patch also fits us pretty good. So yeah, kind of just clicks now. I feel like.
Nice. So Wednesday you'll be facing Folklier in the semi-finals. Are you confident going into that matchup?
Yeah, I feel like they're. I mean, it's a good team, but I think we should be able to beat them. I think they are like at the same tier as us. I feel like only Rift Slots is actually a tier above everyone else. Yeah, I think we should be able to beat them.
Right then. I think that would be it from me, QG.
No, I don't have any questions anymore. I'm sorry.
Well then, thank you very much for coming over for this interview. Congrats on the 3-0. Like particularly exceptional win. 3-0 is very impressive.
Thank you.
And well, keep the hard work going. And we will see you on the Rift on Wednesday then.
Yeah, see you then. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you too.
Have
Bye.
a nice evening. Bye bye. Right, and there we have it. Dynasty versus Folklier Esports. They think they're pretty even, so I think we'll once again have some very close matchups. We should be in for banger games, but those won't be tonight. As mentioned earlier, we will be seeing those on next Wednesday, and we can confirm that to you by maybe taking a look at the updated brackets. Here you can see we had on Tuesday RiftSoft versus Folklier Esports, RiftSoft 3-0ing them to semi-finals, and today we have Dynasty 3-0ing themselves to semi-finals, which will take place on Wednesday, August the 2nd at 7 PM. You'll be able to catch it once again here on Rift Entertainment or on other community broadcasters channels as well. I'd say we'll leave it at that, QG. I don't have anything else to add. and we'll wish everybody a good evening, and we hope to see you on next Wednesday. Bye bye.
Bye.